Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and surprise, surprise, we're back here on the Blackout Beta. The beta is now available on all platforms, and in the case of PC, it's open to everybody, which means at one point or another, pretty much everyone has played the Blackout Beta. I think the craziest thing about the beta so far is just how universally loved this game mode is. Like, PS4 fans have had the game for about a week, and they seem to really enjoy it. Xbox fans just got it yesterday, and of course, there was going to be an adjustment period, but by and large, I'm seeing a lot of positivity coming from those guys. And when it comes to PC, I think we're all just really surprised how well it runs and how good it actually looks. There's actually a very interesting situation currently unfolding over on the PC side of things as of right now, because as you guys know, there are lots of Battle Royale fans out there, and lots of them are currently playing Blackout. Like, we have everybody from Ninja to Dr. Disrespect to Josh OG to Courage to Shroud to Lyric. Like, all of these people are all playing Blackout, and they all seem to be really enjoying it. Even old school COD fans who left the scene a long time ago are coming back to give Blackout a try, and they seem to like it as well. Like, I've been watching Hutch play, I've watched Jericho and Sandy Ravage and XCal and Operator Perry, and even Josh Olin, like the former community manager of Treyarch, who is well known for poking fun at his former employer. Even he's saying how much he likes Blackout, and he's saying that PUBG should be incredibly worried. And of course, this begs the question, will Blackout kill Fortnite? And more to the point, will Blackout save Call of Duty? I think both are fair questions, and I've seen them pop up quite a bit over the course of the past couple of days. In fact, I've seen that question asked a lot during my live streams, and sadly, I don't think either of those things is really going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I love Blackout. Like, Blackout is so much fun to me that I might honestly play more of it in October than I do the multiplayer. Like, Blackout is really freaking good, but I don't think it's going to be the Fortnite killer, and I certainly don't think it's going to, quote-unquote, save COD in the way that lots of people are hoping that it's going to. When I see people talking about how COD is dying or how Black Ops 4 needs to save the franchise, I can't help but wonder, save the franchise from what exactly? Like, people act like COD is this dying game on the brink of failure, but the reality is, the sad truth is, COD may be dying for you as a player. You may be getting bored of the Call of Duty formula, because the vast majority of people still really enjoy Call of Duty because it's the best-selling game each and every year. Like, you may think I'm exaggerating, but I'm really not. COD is still incredibly popular because it outsells everything else on a yearly basis. If you think I'm exaggerating, go back and look up the stats for yourselves. If we're talking about console games, there's only been a couple of exceptions over the course of the past decade where COD was not number one. I think in 2007, COD 4 maybe finished second or third behind Halo, believe it or not. In 2008, World at War was outperformed by GTA 4, and I think it was in 2013 when Ghost was outperformed by GTA 5. Like, that was back in 2013. It's been 4 straight years where COD's been number one. That's not really the mark of a dying franchise. Now, of course, the sales numbers have been going down over the course of those past 5 years, but honestly, that's to be expected, right? On one hand, you have Activision, who is ruining a lot of their games with incredibly greedy microtransactions and business practices. We could talk about that, but that's going to be probably for another video. But we also have franchise fatigue, right? Franchise fatigue is definitely setting in, and when Call of Duty blew up back in 2009, like between 2009 and 2012, that was the Call of Duty heyday. COD blew up in a way that most other games can't even compete with. Like, Call of Duty at that time was a cultural phenomenon, much in the same way that Fortnite is right now, or the way Minecraft was a couple of years ago. To expect every new COD, even Black Ops 4, to come out and be as popular as Modern Warfare 2 or the original Black Ops is to expect Minecraft to have a title update that will make it as popular as it was back in 2010. It's probably not going to happen, right? Now, I should say it's possible that Black Ops 4 will blow up in the same way that the old games did, especially because they are now focusing 100% on multiplayer and co-op this year, but I honestly think it's unfair to expect the game to meet those expectations. That's like expecting the new Eminem album to be as popular as the Marshall Mathers LP, right? That's like expecting Season 30 of The Simpsons to be as good as Season 2. It's like expecting Friday the 13th Part 7 to be a cultural phenomenon the same way that the first one was. It's not really fair to make those comparisons. I have no doubt in my mind that Black Ops 4 is going going to be super popular. I think it's going to be a very successful game, probably one of the most successful Call of Duty games ever made. But if we expect it to come out and be the next Modern Warfare 2 or the next Modern Warfare 3 right away, then I think we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. Like, no matter how good the game may or may not actually be, it's always going to pale in comparison to when the game first blew up nearly 10 years ago, right? It's not really a fair comparison. In my opinion, I feel as though if we're going to compare Black Ops 4 to anything, it should be the recent games, right? We should be comparing it to Call of Duty Ghosts. Like, basically any game that came out for the current systems, compare it to Ghosts, compare it to the Jetpack games, compare it to COD World War II, compare it to Modern Warfare Remastered. Those are more fair comparisons, in my opinion, because again, it's like, it's apples to oranges looking at the old school CODs that blew up and were cultural phenomenons as compared to the new ones that came out 10 years later, you know? It's really not that great of a comparison, at least in my opinion, and I feel as though the same is true when you're comparing Blackout to Fortnite. Fortnite, just like Modern Warfare 2 and Minecraft and GTA, it blew up in a way that 99.9% of games never did and never will again. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that because Blackout is currently killing Fortnite on Twitch, that it will eventually kill Fortnite altogether when the game officially comes out, but I feel as though that's also a really flawed argument. For starters, you shouldn't really base a game's success based on how popular it is on Twitch, because creators drive Twitch, not games themselves, right? I mean, if Dr. Disrespect goes and plays some random indie game on Xbox Live, he's going to have 15,000 viewers, and suddenly that game's going to blow up, right? The same is true of what's happening right now between Blackout and Fortnite. The reason why Blackout is so popular is, one, because it's brand new and people want to see it, but two, because all the big Fortnite guys who play Battle Royale are currently playing Blackout, and as a result, the numbers are going to be a bit skewed. But even then, we still have over 100,000 concurrent people watching Fortnite, even though all the big guys are currently playing Blackout. So that's definitely a testament to how popular that game really is, and I don't think Blackout is going to suddenly just come out in October and take over the entire scene. If anything, my prediction is both Fortnite and Blackout are going to thrive, because both the games are in the same genre, but they're totally different, right? I mean, Fortnite is third person, it's cartoony, it's child-friendly, we'll say. It also has a lot of building involved, whereas Blackout is first person, it's more serious, it's more military-esque, it's Call of Duty's take on Battle Royale, right? Both games can coexist because they are so different, and I think they are going to succeed as a result. Though I will say, I feel like PUBG should be very worried about Blackout, because the two games are actually pretty similar. It seems like everything PUBG does, Blackout also does, but people seem to enjoy the Blackout formula a little bit more, and so it's going to be really interesting to see how PUBG Corp is going to tackle this entire situation. Like, competition is always a good thing. Don't get me wrong here, guys. Competition is always a good thing. I love the fact that other games are coming out and Call of Duty has been waning in popularity, because that forces Activision, and it also forces the game developers to make their games even better. Competition is always a good thing, but it's important to remember which games are actually competing with one another, right? I feel as though Black Ops 4 is not in competition with Modern Warfare 2 or the original Black Ops. Like, those games were super good and super popular for the time, but those games weren't really competing with a whole lot way back when, whereas now Black Ops 4, as much as I've talked against it, it is sort of competing against Fortnite, it is competing against Red Dead 2 and Fallout 76 and Battlefield 5 and COD World War II and Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered and every other game that's come out recently and in the near future. It's competing with all those games, and based on what we've seen so far, I do feel as though Black Ops 4 is a really good game. Like, I hold maybe the somewhat unpopular opinion that the multiplayer is fantastic. Like, I really like the changes they made to the Black Ops 4 multiplayer. When it comes to Battle Royale, I don't feel as though my opinion is all that unpopular. I think universally across the board, pretty much everybody loves Blackout, and based on what we've seen so far, the zombies also looks pretty good. Though I've got to tell you guys, I'm not much of a zombies fan. Like, I like Treyarch zombies way more than Infinity Ward zombies or Sledgehammer zombies, but based on what we've seen so far, the zombies here in Black Ops 4 looks pretty good. So this could actually be a new golden age here in the Call of Duty franchise, but it's never going to be that if we're always looking super far into the past and drawing comparisons that way. Let's have Black Ops 4 compete with the other games that are happening right now as compared to the games that happened 10 years ago, because again, that's like comparing apples to oranges, at least in my opinion. Like, I'm super excited about this game. I'm super excited about Modern Warfare 4, the prospect of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and whatever Sledgehammer's working on for COD 2020. We have a lot of really cool games coming down the pipeline, and I'm very excited to see how everything is going to play out. But I wanted to discuss this topic here in today's video because it's something I see all the time, like especially now that the beta is out. People are talking about where COD's going in the future, whether or not COD's going to be revived, and I don't know, maybe I'm more sensitive sensitive to this subject than other people because I read an absurd amount of feedback, like an unholy amount of feedback. I'm always on my YouTube channel, I'm always on Twitter, I'm always on Reddit, I'm always reading feedback from the community, and I wanted to discuss that here today. I wanted to talk about where the Call of Duty franchise is, where it's been in the past, where it's going in the future, and just talk about the comparisons that we make oftentimes, and talk about competition here within the gaming industry. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section below, especially those of you who are playing on the Xbox or the PC who are just now getting access to the Blackout Beta. Where's your favorite drop location? What are your favorite weapons so far? How are you digging the game? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Leave all your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section below, and I'm gonna get back to it, man. As soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to edit together this video, and I'm gonna hop right back into that beta because the Blackout Beta is going to be ending, ladies and gentlemen, in just a couple of days' time. Then we have that long wait between then and October 12th, so be sure to get as much playtime as you guys possibly can. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Oh yeah, baby! That's clear.
Mission area secure. Good work.